So the question was, can we have a multiple validation rules on a field? Is it a problem? So what we're going to do was, do you think any other conditions we add here on this one? When the stage is approved, then only it has to be date and it has to be a more than a start date. Okay, and we'll give a one more rule or a different field like a project start time. When the same like we'll give like similar, we'll write a one more validation rule. So the validation rule is going to be, so we don't have a project end date or start date. Oh, it is rejected. Okay, project rejected validation validation on standard. So Nandini, here we are trying to write a multiple validation rule on a same field. Okay, so
Okay.
here, so I want to make a different validation on field called as project start time. Mm, um, so project is null again. I have to write is null on a project start time. If it is null, so I want to give it should not have a value when the project is rejected. If so, I want a scenario that was when the project is rejected, there is no point that when the project start time will be. So it has to be a blank, or it has to be a should not have any value to it. So when stage is rejected, it should always should not have a value. If it's having a value, it has to throw error messages. I'm just giving a and symbol between them. Project start time not allowed when project is rejected. A field called project start time. Save. And I made it active only, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, this time trying to make it as a rejected and was save. Fine. Now, not only this, I want to make project start date also should be a blank value. So I'm going to have a multiple on a project start date. Um, so I'm going to use the same formula. Instead of start time, I'm going to use a start date. The start is blank rejected. I'm going to show the I'm going to make it the rejected. It's going to be on a standard save. So I have multiple validations on a single field. So I have a two fields are showing a message. So I have different validations over here. And if I do a approved, then I don't have any issues. Now, the crazy thought was we have a same rule twice active. Let's say we have a project start date as required, right? So you don't know, there are hundreds of rules that you are not aware. Already that rule exists, and you rewritten the rule. Okay, just see. I never tried it. Just a crazy thought. Just try a look how it behaves. So the message I want is project start is required. Project start date should be future date. So you're not aware of the existing one, and you're trying to create a with some validation. So what will happen? It will fire on the same time. So when it is approved and when you're giving like a pass date, then we have a two validation rules. So how it will behave as you will be having a multiple messages here. So the multiple messages are separated by the semicolon. Okay, even though it's same criteria also, or even though it's two different criterias meeting at the same time also, what will happen? All the messages will be joined by a semicolon. Okay, so here I gave us similar conditions, but what we can do here was if I gave only one condition saying project start day is less than today. I want to give only one condition. Then want to should be a future date. I'm just doing a check here. So this will also fire the same manner. Why? Because it will only check whether it's a past date or not. If it's a past date, then fire the message. That's it. The second validation rule is only if it is a fired only if it's approved. So here, if I give a start date and give this date, only one validation is going to fire. Okay. So here, uh, are we clear here? Any questions we have?
Looks good. Thanks.
Okay. So now I want to explain some more functions we have here. Prior value. We don't have it in a formula, but we will get this value in a validation rules. Let's say you have one field over here, and you make a change to that field to a new value. So you want to have a validation. If the previous value is some x, you are not allowed to change it to a value y. And when you do a save, you have option to read the prior value of that change as well. In that change, when you make the change, what is the previous value of that field? What is the new value of that field? So by default, what the fields you refer in expression, everything will be a sorry, all fields you insert here, everything will be a what are the new values that you are trying to save in your record, that will be taken by default. If you applied the prior value of that field in the bracket, then it will refer to if it is changed, and if it has a different prior value, then it will refer to that data. Okay, just try with one here. Do we have any things? Okay, I'm just taking one pick list. Okay, so here let's take for a office city. Once you gave okay, not this one, just I'm thinking of scenarios. Employee count, revenue growth, yeah. Number of employees. Let's say if we have a validation, but which is not a valid, sorry, but I'm thinking of a validation. If you have certain validation, that is once you have entered number of employees, always you have to increase the number of employees. You cannot reduce the number of employees in your project. If that is the validation, let's take that as one scenario. Number of employees cannot decrease, cannot reduce. So prior value of what is that field? Number of employee. Okay, number of employee prior value. If prior value is more than the value, so what it does, so let's say now you have 100. Okay, the 100 will be in your prior value, and now you are changing it to a 50 now. So the new value will be 50 and your prior value will be 100 when you hit a save. So when prior values are more than the new values, then you're going to fire this validation rule saying that number of employees employee can't be reduced, and field I want to show it on a number of employee. Do a save. Okay, I want to do this. Do a save. So here number of employee cannot be reduced. So this is how you can have access to a prior values of the field. Okay, and you can go up to one level, not more than that. So if I gave again 100, it should allow me. Why? Because it's not less than. Even if I give 99 also, it will not allow me. If I give at least 101, then only it will allow me. If I give 100 now also, it's no longer valid. Why? Because you have 100 and you are decreasing it, so it will not allow. So you can give either 101 or you can give a 102. Okay, any questions we have here?
No.
Okay, so is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. And try to create some validation rules in your developer and try with the different functions. And if you have any questions, please come back. And now, just we have some more time done. Okay. Just give a quick introduction about this automation flows, and then we'll wrap up for the day. So, email templates is which will give. Okay, let's start with the email templates, not this one. I'll give a quick introduction here. So email templates. So what it does was, so when we have uh, something happened to your record, which is really important, and you want to notify some users or some group of users or like owner of the record, you want to notify something with the email notification, and that has to be a uniform and a templated. Every record, whenever make the change, the same template has to be sent, and the data what will be included in the template has to be same. It has to follow the similar templates. Instead of doing it manually with some mistakes, you want to make it a templated emails. Then how we can do, we have an option called email templates. There are different types of email templates available. So there we have a lightning templates and classic templates, and mostly now we are using a classic template, so many it's configured, and lightning templates also there. So just I will start with the classic email templates, where we have a different types of email templates. I'll just create one and show you what are the types. So there are four types of email templates we have. One is a text email template, HTML, custom, and visual force. So this visual force we are not going to discuss. Why? Because going to happen in only in a development page. So this is a customly built. So you're going to build one page, and that page you're going to use as your email template. As a visual force email template. So that we are not going to cover here. So we are going to cover all these three. That is text, HTML, and custom email templates. So text means it's going to be a raw text. You don't have any stylings, nothing. It could be how if you type in a normal notepad, how it looks, it will be a similar the template. Only text you will be having. You can have merge fields, everything over there, but you don't have any kind of styling and glossy things. If it's a HTML, you're going to have like all page breaks, bold, italic, and different styles, and you have any links or whatever things that you have in a HTML, everything you can put in your HTML email template. So using a classic letterhead, so there will be a called letterhead configuration you can do so that it will be a common heading that will happen with your kind of your company branding, anything you can put as a letterhead. Custom means without using a letterheads, it's kind of a pure HTML. Okay, first I'm going to explain you the text templates, how it will be. Okay, now we will be having a concept called folders where you're going to store your email templates. One. So far, like how many folders we have created here? Report folders, dashboard folders. Now we are hearing a email template folders. So you have to I will show you how to create a new folders here. So if you have to select what folder you're going to store your email template, and if you check this box, then only this email template will be used anywhere. If you don't check this box, it's kind of active. If you use check this box, then only it will be available. If you don't check this box, then it will be not be available for any other wherever you want to use. It will not be displayed. Okay, I want to give an project approved email text email text email. Okay, and give a text email. If you have any description, you can give project approved. I can give like a congratulations, your project so here I want to give the name of the project. So how I can add it there? So you have option to pick the merge fields from a different objects. So I'm giving a project field. Select the field called name. Project name here you see. Here, project name. So this is going to expression you need to add in your wherever you wanted your name. So when I sent a email from the project, it's going to merge that field. It will pick the name from that project and add here. Okay. And if you're not sending from a project, it's going to be as is. The expression will be as is. If you're sending from some other account or contact this email, it's not going to work obviously. Hi, and here I want to give some name. The name is going to be a owner name, owner last name. So hi, someone, your project has been approved approved with start date, something I want to give. So here my project name, your project is approved with the start date. I want to give a start date over here. Mm, Start date. That's all I have. I want to give a regards. You can give it as a generic, let's say SF that the in your company, like however you want to keep it. It's up to you how you want to do it. I want to do it. Say now the template is ready with some merge fields. Okay. Similarly, you will be going to create HTML or custom email templates that we're going to cover tomorrow. Just I want to give you a quick introduction. So, any questions so far? I will explain where we're going to use this. Let's send a test verify mails. Okay, I want to test to a user because I don't have any contacts. So I'm sending it to myself and the related record, like which record you're going to use it here. So we're going it for project, right? So and then project, just pick one project, this one, and is it approved or not? So so when you're using for test purpose, it will not check any condition. It will just use a project and use it and send email preview to. Okay, this email fine. So here I'm having an email. Okay, this is how it looks. So here the project name has been merged here, and we have a project name has been merged here, and I don't have a start date. That's why it's coming as a blank. So let's what is this project? First I will use this project for now. What is the name of this project? Project one only, right? Okay. So again I do a same thing. Um, project. Pro, pro, Send email. Okay. Okay, one more email. So now you see the date, right? 11:25. So this is how you will use a email temp, but it's a testing and I did, but actually we can do it like automation. Whenever the project is approved, if you want to send an email, we have a different features available, like using workflows, process builder flows. Not only emails, we have some other things as well that I'm going to explain tomorrow. And what is a merge fields? This merge field is nothing but a they'll call the merge fields or cross reference field. They call it as a different names. But I have to remember that it is merge field or cross reference field means in your project upload in your template, what are all the fields that you're trying to merge with your email template? What are all the record data that you're going to add using an expression that is called a cross reference field or merge field? Both are refer to the same thing. Wherever so in formula also we use this field side, but it is purely formula. Nowhere it is going to refer directly, but here the data is going to refer in the your email. So it's calling either cross reference field or a merge field. Okay. Um, is it clear? Any questions so far?
So we can send that emails by using workflows kind of thing, right?
Yet. So that way we're going to discuss tomorrow. So they're not only workflows. So we have workflows, process builder flows, so many things. All these three ways we can do that. So these are all automation flows that available in Salesforce. Not only sending emails, we have so many other functions we can do here using these automations, so that we are going to cover deeply tomorrow. And we have other templates as well, HTML and custom templates. That will also I'll explain. Mostly like simply, if you see text here, that will be some HTML tags will be there when you use a HTML, and how the preview will look and how the backend will be looks. It will be kind of your rich text. So, but thing was in a rich text, you see like a word note, right? The output will be look like a word note, but the backend of it will be a kind of a HTML tags. So if you are familiar with the HTML tags, and you can directly apply there, or you will be having some online tools, like you can just paste your word format however you want, and it will automatically prepare a HTML code for that UI, and just you can copy paste here, and wherever you want to add the merge fields, you can add there. Anyway, we're going to see tomorrow how we can create a HTML templates with header and without header. Okay, and try with some validation rules. And if you have any questions, and okay, here let's see some folders here. Meanwhile, mm, email footers. Okay, I'm trying to remember where we'll have that folders thing. Classic email templates. Okay, here itself we have create a new folder. If you want to create a new folder, let's say project email templates, and here to what are all the templates you want to move into this folder. In the public, I'm giving a read write access here, so everybody can directly come here and edit the records, edit the templates. So I have this one. I want to move to this folder. This folder is accessible by all users to a hidden for all users, accessible to only to the specific groups. So you can like the sharing, everything you see here, public groups, role and role subordinates, you can specify that. Okay. So when you're saying all users, nothing to share, actually everybody can access. When you're hiding from everyone, it will be hidden. So if you want to share with a specific group, then you can use this sharing. For now, I'm sharing with everyone. I'm doing the same. So the email templates are also shared based on the email template folder, and where you have option to share with all users or hide from all users, or you can share with the specific roles and the groups also you can do sharing. Okay, now you see folders here. When you do a new email template also, let's say I'm just creating here, and now you see the folder, one more extra folder here, project email templates. Similarly, you can create a for different functionality, you can create different folders and just keep it in one place, and you can do a share uh, that email folders you have to share, so that the email templates will be shared with the based on your sharing of the email folder sharing. Okay, so any other questions you have? So at any point of time you want to change the sharing, so you have to use this edit. So whatever the folder you selected, the edit will be applied to that folder. And if you want to move some templates from other folders to here, you can do. Or if you want to share with different users and you want to change the sharing, you can do, or you can to delete, you can do it. Nothing can be possible here by editing it. Any other questions we have, or we have a good understanding? So um uh, so we are just going to continue on Monday with a regular quiz, and it may be Monday, Tuesday it will take to complete. these topics, or maybe Wednesday as well. And once we complete, the following days we're going to have a quiz and a project explanation. That's what we're going to cover. Okay. And if somebody is already working, if they feel like if you're not covered any of the topics other than this approval process, and other than this, if you think any of them are missing, let me know, so that we'll try to answer whether we're going to cover here or we're going to cover in some other course that part. I shall give some information over there. Okay, if we are good, um, we're good to close. Let me know if you have any questions.